So, good morning, students. Let us see characters of fishes. So, general character of fishes. When we are studying the fishes characters, not only fishes characters, all other group like amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals have some similarity as well as have some contrasting characters. So some of the characters like, of course, fishes are cold-blooded animal, amphibian or reptiles. All these groups comes under cold-blooded animals. So fishes are aquatic, either freshwater or marine, herbivore or carnivore. So cold-blooded animal, oviparous or oviviparous animal. So of course everything is seen. So they are freshwater or marine herbivore. So body of the fishes are streamlined for aquatic adaptation. They are streamlined bodies, spindle shaped, and some are elongated like snakes, and few are dorsoventrally compressed and differentiated into head, trunk, and tail. Neck is absent from the fishes. So locomotion or a movement by pectoral and pelvic fin along with the median, dorsal and caudal fins supported with the dermal fin rays. So you can see this, and the movement muscular tail used in propulsion. So movement are the uh, deeping of the water, going into the water, all this done by the propulsion movement. So locomotion is very important. So you can see in the picture itself, pectoral as well as pelvic fin is playing a great role in the um, movement. So of course you can see the general their structure, and you can get what kind of fins are there: pectoral fins, pelvic fin, anal fins, as well as the caudal fins are there. Of course operculum is also there, which is more important in the nostril. The movement of water in the nostril is where the operculum plays the important role. Okay. So next thing is exoskeleton of dermal scale. In the bony plates, they have different kind of scale structures like placoid scale as well as a cycloid scale, tenoid scale, as well as another kind of gonoid scales, which is seen in the both cartilaginous as well as the bony fishes. Example, cartilaginous fishes examples is shark, and bony fishes, of course, everything salmon, tuna, everything is bony fishes. So placoid scale, of course, you can see over here. You may be doing some kind of mounting of the placoid scales in your practicals using shark placoid scale. The mounting of these placoid scales, so many placoid scales are seen on their outer epidermal structure. Of course tenoid as well as ganoid scales are seen in the bony fishes. Okay. So these are some of the diagrams representing placoid scale, tenoid scale, as well as ganoid scale. So endoskeleton, of course, is cartilaginous or bony. So mostly cartilaginous type as well as bony types are seen. Examples are shark for cartilaginous, and tuna as well as salmon for bony fishes. So muscles are arranged into segment called myotome, which separate both dorsal and ventral part. So digestive system like alimentary canal is well developed with a definite stomach and other thing which are seen in the vertebrates. So in the vertebrates, well developed alimentary canal, digestive system is there. So organ of respiration is through by gills. So gill slits are there. Mostly 7 pairs of gill slits are seen. So here the covered operculum is seen in the gill slits. Okay. So heart is two chambered auricle as well as one ventricle, so venous and two chambered. Of course, when it is extended to other group, it may end in amphibian, of course, a two chambered heart. And when we are going for reptiles, it is incomplete three chambered heart, and three chambered hearts in these cold blooded animals. When we are going to birds as well as mammals, there is a four chambered hearts are seen. So poikilotherms, of course, their body temperature keep on varying. That change in body temperature is always there in the fishes, which is called as poikilothermus. Okay, so the body temperature may differ or vary. Kidney mesonephros and kidney mesonephros, where the embryonic stage, a kind of embryonic development may change later into the permanent kidney. So mesonephros organs may, which is seen in the embryonic stages, may change into a permanent kidney, which is called as a mesonephros. Excretion by ureothelic, of course ureothelic in most of the organisms of vertebrates. So urea in the form of urea secretion in the form of urine. Brain with usually 5 parts, cranial nerves 10 pair. So nostril is paired. Yes, of course, nostril is paired in the fishes. Nasal capsules are partly separated in the kind of shark, and completely separated nasal capsules or nasal part is completely separated in the bony fishes, but it is partly separated in the shark fishes. Okay, um, and tympanic cavity and ear ossicles are absent. Internal ear are present, of course. Lateral line system is well developed. Lateral line system is somewhat similar to the sense organ, where it may access, or it may know about the change in the water currents or change in the water temperature and all. Okay, it can feel the change in the water temperature, so that is nothing but lateral line system is well developed. Sexes are separated. Fertilization is internal or external. Extra embryonic membrane are absent. Extra embryonic membrane, in the sense, in the human, 4 extra embryonic membrane are seen, like chorion, amnion, yolk sac, allantois. All these are extra embryonic membrane, which is mostly seen in the higher vertebrates, which is absent from the fishes. Development usually direct, or without, or with little metamorphosis. Of course, development usually direct in the case. Of course, this is very much about the your general characters. So I hope you would understand about these general characters, and try to compare and write. So after 2 3 general characters, I will be discussing amphibian as well as the reptiles. After these thing, we can compare and contrast, so that it will be easy. So always, as I said, a comparison and contrasting the character as well as the classification is very easy for you to understand. Thank you.